Here we are in Fjorden, part of the beautiful Fjord, as Arcadia sails towards our next port of call, Olden. Hello everybody, welcome back to Love a Sea Day and part 2 of my video series on our cruise to Norway. Join me today as we take a trip round the fjord from Olden to Loen for a ride on one of the steepest cable cars in the world. The scenery as you sail along the fjord towards Olden is just breathtaking, and I love how clean and fresh the air is here. It's the 25th of August 2025 and I love that there's still snow on top of the mountains. From Olden today we'll be taking a trip to the Loen Skylift. I booked this in advance through a company called Olden Adventure. Very easy to do on their website, and it's very easy once you get into Olden to pick up your pre-booked tickets, which you can do from the white tents that you can see here on the quayside. The price of the tickets through Olden Adventure was so much cheaper than the equivalent if we'd booked it through the cruise line, so it's definitely worth checking them out and I would recommend them. And here we are at the Loen Skylift base station, which is about a 10-minute drive at the most round the fjord from Olden. The Loen Skylift was opened in May 2017 and is one of the steepest cable cars in the world. It takes you from the fjord 1,011 metres up Mount Hoven in between 5 and 7 minutes. And wow, just wow, look at these views. As we look towards Olden from the Loen Skylift viewing platform, you can see Arcadia docked there alongside in Olden. You can also just about see the Jostedal Glacier, or the Jostedalsbreen, which is the largest glacier in continental Europe. The top of the Loen Skylift is more than just a viewing platform. If you go behind the building, there is more to explore. According to the old legend, Mount Hoven is named after the hoofprint that Odin's horse Sleipnir made on the mountain, hence the sculpture of the horseshoe. The glass building straight ahead is where you will find the Hoven restaurant, which has panoramic views over the fjords. You do need to book in advance if you want to eat in the restaurant, however. There is also the Hoven bar and a cafe where you can buy hot drinks such as tea, coffee and hot chocolate, and there are also plenty of toilet facilities at the top of the Loen Skylift. Having explored the area behind where the restaurant is, where you can see the horseshoe sculpture, etc., if you go up this ramp it takes you back onto the viewing platform. As you can see, despite the fact that it was a beautiful day in the summer towards the end of August, it really wasn't crowded up here. There was plenty of space and certainly nothing to interrupt those spectacular views over the fjords. Lovely views over the little village of Loen down there at the edge of the fjord, and across to Levatnet, which is the lake you can see in the distance. I love seeing those strands of cloud that you can see over the tops of the mountains, and I still can't get over how lucky we were with the weather. It was just beautiful. As well as the Loen Skylift, other things to do in and around the Olden and Loen areas are to visit some nearby glaciers, such as the Briksdal Glacier or the Kjendal Glacier. For those of you who might like more active and adventurous type holidays, there is a Via Ferrata in Loen, as well as zip lining, and it's an area which is also popular for hiking and kayaking. So if you like those more active kind of trips, then there's plenty to do in the area, so it's worth checking out. And as the next gondola arrived, it was time for us to head back down to the fjord level. And here are some highlights as the Loen Skylift smoothly took us back down from the top of Mount Hoven to the fjord level. Enjoy the ride. One of the things that surprised me was just how smooth the ride was in the gondolas on the Loen Skylift, both on the way up to the top of Mount Hoven and back down again. There are 2 gondolas and they operate at least every half hour and more frequently in busy periods. While we were there, it was not particularly busy, but I think they were running a more or less continuous service, and we only had a minimal waiting time from the point that we arrived at the Loen Skylift until the gondola departed to take us up to the top. Just across the road from the Loen Skylift Fjord station is this jetty, which will give you some beautiful views across the water of the fjord and the surrounding scenery. It's definitely worth doing. It's really lovely. The coach shuttle service from Loen back to Olden operates every 15 to 20 minutes or so, and you can see the coach pickup point there just by the entrance to the Loen Skylift. It is so beautiful here that words don't do it justice really, and neither do photographs. You really need to see it for yourself to appreciate just how stunningly beautiful it is here in the Norwegian fjords. One of the things that you'll find when your cruise ship visits Olden is that as the ship sets sail at the end of the day, you're given a fabulous send-off. It's not something that happens in every cruise port, but here in Olden, people come out and wave flags on the quayside, and there'll be music playing, and it's just a great send-off. So definitely worth experiencing. It's a lot of fun. So what about the Loen Skylift? I very much recommend it. We had an absolutely awesome time going up the Skylift. The trip from Olden to Loen is 10 minutes at the most, and the coaches go from the quayside, so it's minimal walking distance from getting off the ship to joining the coach shuttle that takes you round the fjord. The views from the top of the Skylift were just stunning, and we couldn't have asked for better weather. We were absolutely blessed. So if you are in the area, I very much recommend the Loen Skylift. And here we are sailing away from Olden after an absolutely fabulous day. Olden is definitely one of my favourite ports in the Norwegian fjords, and I hope to be back again very soon. So if you've ever been on the Loen Skylift, let me know in the comments below. One of the things I love about cruising is the spectacular sunsets you get while at sea. The sun's setting now as we make our way from Olden to our next port of call, Ålesund, where I'm planning to climb the 418 steps up Mount Hoven. So enjoy the beautiful sunset scenes, and I hope to see you on my next video. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I would appreciate that very much. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.